He got another woman pregnant, sold everything I owned, and tried to take my house, my pets, and even my retirement. But guess what? Today, he's broke, single, and barely hanging on. And me? I'm living in a beach house, painting sunsets and growing designer weed. This isn't just a story of betrayal, it's a story of rise, revenge, and rebirth. If you've ever been betrayed, left for someone else, or had your life ripped out from under you, this one's for you. Hit that like button, subscribe for more stories where karma does the heavy lifting, and comment below. What's the biggest glow up you've seen after someone got done dirty? Let's dive in. 18 years. That's how long I spent building a life with my husband. 18 years of shared dreams, road trips, bills, birthdays, breakdowns, and rebuilding. He got a job offer across the country, and I supported him. No hesitation. We decided to move together. A fresh start. His opportunity. Our future. My company let me transfer first. I packed up everything. 18 years of photos, furniture, handmade holiday decorations, kitchen gadgets, our favorite books, the life we built, all boxed neatly, labeled, protected. I rented a moving pod, booked the shipment, and left our home trusting him to follow. And he did follow, sort of. 2 weeks after I'd moved into the house he signed the lease for. 2 weeks into my new job, he called me. Calm, cold. I've met someone, he said. I think I'm in love. No emotion, no guilt, just facts. Like he was reading off a grocery list. What he didn't say, what I'd only find out later, was that she was already pregnant with his child. I remember staring out the window in disbelief. The ocean view we'd chosen together now felt like a prison wall. My breath caught in my chest. My fingers went numb. I wasn't just heartbroken, I was erased. But it got worse. So much worse. Before I could return to even get my belongings, he sold everything. Not some things, everything. My grandmother's china, my mother's jewelry, my art supplies, the dining table I refinished myself. Gone. Listed on Facebook, eBay, Craigslist. Sold to strangers for pennies. He even tried to sell my pets, my dog and 3 cats. If not for my friends, who intervened and stopped the transactions, I would have lost them too. All of it, our entire life together, liquidated to fund his new love story. And still, he wasn't done. He sued me. He wanted alimony. He wanted the house. He even wanted a chunk of my retirement money I earned, saved, and protected for nearly 2 decades. And I didn't have a lawyer. I didn't have the money for one. I was hanging by a thread, a stranger in a new city, with a new job, no home base, and a heart held together with duct tape and spite. So I did the only thing I could. I answered the divorce pro se without representation. I had one thing in my corner: information. Through a friend, I got tipped off that his new soulmate wasn't just a fling, she was pregnant already, and in our state, adultery with pregnancy changes everything. That tip, it blew up his case. Alimony denied. Retirement untouchable. He walked away with the house, but I walked away with my pets, my heirlooms, and most importantly, my freedom. But I wasn't unscathed. I was nearly homeless. I was scraping by, living off borrowed time. And to top it all off, for months into my new job, the one I moved for, it laid me off. Company downsizing, eventually shut down. Just like that, my last thread snapped. I was broken, no money, no career, no home to return to, just for animals, 10 boxes of family history, and a pile of unpaid bills. When you hit rock bottom, the only direction left is up. I applied for student loans and went back to school. Every class I took, every exam I passed, every late night writing essays with tears in my eyes, I was climbing out of the hole he left me in. 2.5 years later, I walked across that stage, summa cum laude. The crowd didn't know my story, but I did. I carried it like armor. Job offers came fast, tech firms, nonprofits, education boards. But I chose me. I followed my heart again, but this time, it led somewhere better. I met someone new, kind, thoughtful, supportive. We packed up our lives and moved again, this time to the coast. A small house by the beach, where the sun doesn't feel like an obligation, it feels like a blessing. And here's the punchline. At 46, I joke that I've become a trophy girlfriend. I don't need to work anymore. I volunteer when I want, do gig work when I feel like it. I paint. I grow artisanal weed in my garden. I sip coffee as the waves crash outside my window. I didn't just rebuild, I transformed. He married her, the love of his life. They had a son less than 2 months after our divorce was finalized. I saw his Facebook post. I finally found my soulmate, he wrote, and I laughed. Because if I wasn't the love of your life for 18 years, then what were we? Convenience? A placeholder. Anyway, it didn't last. She left him within a year, took their son, remarried fast. And him? He's 50 now, single, no real career, no savings, paycheck to paycheck, raising a child alone while his ex-wife paints in paradise and grows boutique marijuana for fun. Karma doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, "You did this to yourself." I never had to scream. I never had to fight dirty. I didn't get revenge through anger, I got it through elevation. He destroyed the life we built, so I built a better one. Alone, on stronger ground. He tried to bury me, but he forgot I was a seed. And now, my life is peaceful, purposeful. He's a cautionary tale, and I'm living proof that the best revenge is to live so well they can't stand it. You don't need to win every battle. You don't need to clap back, burn bridges, or chase payback. Sometimes the best response is to move forward and let life do the clapping for you. If you've ever rebuilt yourself after betrayal, heartbreak, or losing everything, share your story in the comments. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and send this video to someone who needs a reminder. You are not what they did to you. You are what you become after. Thanks for watching, and remember, the glow up is always the best revenge.